All right, good evening, coaches, parents, and team. Coach Jones, good afternoon. So thank you for coming. Today is a great day. We had a great game today. We had an awesome season, and this awards ceremony is special. Special because not only did we just won this a great accomplishment that you did as a team, but we also, it's a celebration of our athletes that are moving on. You know, this last year of playing Holy Cross, and this is like emotional. This is special because this is a step in a new direction. Playing to another league, playing on school teams, and playing with more elite players. The game changes. So definitely want to, acknowledge that. Parents, I want to acknowledge you guys. This year was phenomenal. This is the first year, well, not the first year, but this is one of the years, very few years that we had, that there was no issues as far as, who's going to work the concession stand and, all the behind the scene things that will make the coach's job a lot easier. If we're worried about that, it takes away from the game. And you guys were rock stars this year. Very supportive. I didn't have to think one time. Who was going to work in the concession stand and all that stuff. Everybody was wonderful. It was in there, and then people had to fill in. They just jumped in there and filled in when we needed it. It was unbelievable. I definitely want to thank you guys for that. All right, so this year was a challenge. We had some ups and downs we had to go through. We had a period where we only had one guard playing, a true guard. So that means everybody had to be a guard. And we had some people that was out, that were injured. But like all great teams, you guys came together and you took care of it. Everybody became a guard. Everybody learned about ball handling and control. Everyone learned how to be a team player. And that's what was important. That was really a big thing. Everyone did things, key things, especially in that period of time. It was in those games. There was one game we lost because we only had 4 people and we had to play with other people. That's given. But the one game that we played that we won that by 2 points. The reason why we won that is because we sat down there, we conditioned hard, and we took those free throws. And we practiced that like all that whole week of practice. We practiced it, and it came down to it. London made one key free throw, and I think Dominique made another one. And that was the difference in the game. Those 2 free throws won that game for us. And if we didn't win that game, we would be here, but we wouldn't be champs. All right? So that was a good thing. All right? Good job. I want to talk to you guys a little bit, about future before we move on to trophies and stuff. A lot of times, some people get discouraged about, playing and moving on for so many different reasons, especially girls. I've been working with girls for a long time, and for some reason, by the time they get into the 5th, 6th grade, they go into this box, and they stop being the athletic, fun person that they were, before going into that, moving and transitioning into that period. And for some reason, all the ambition, all that stuff that they had just kind of like stops. I don't want that to happen to you girls, because you guys showed a lot of heart. You guys worked really hard, and you guys, the sky's the limit for you. If you want to play basketball, do it. If you want to run track or anything else, do it. But one thing that they cannot take away from you is you guys are champs forever. You guys are going to remember each other, because you guys are like this now in the future, right now. You're like this because y'all bonded. And because you guys bonded, you guys are champions. So never forget that. Never forget, give up on your dreams. Keep going. If you have an issue, if you want to still play ball, go get that basketball, go shoot some free throws. Take it out on the court. That's how you get your mind back. Never let anybody discourage you from playing ball, for doing anything that you want to do. Don't forget that, because it happens. And I see it in a lot of working with kids for a long time. I see it, and it's discouraging. You got to stay motivated. Okay. Any coach, do you have anything you guys want to say? In the year? Anything? Okay.
I think y'all keep improving. And like you said, don't box yourself in just in the basketball. If it's not basketball season, do other things, because you'll see how stuff starts translating, and you can start seeing the floor, and you'll stay conditioned. So that when basketball season comes around and tryout starting, season starting, and everybody's sucking wind, you stand there ready to go. So that's just my thing. I just think stay active, keep trying to improve. Whatever you can do to get better. Small things, take care of the small things. Ball handling, free throws, and the big things to take care of yourself.
I just want to thank you for stepping up. It's usually us as a team taking on the world, and this year with school, and our newest little cheerleader over there, she made it challenging sometimes, especially with this cold vortex, stay in the house weather. So thank you for stepping up.
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as the girls, shocking, like I said, with the new baby and being in school, it's been a challenge this year to get to Monday practices. And sorry, but I was always right there yelling at the referees. You might have did it here. And yep, I know. And you guys had a really great season. You did really well. I think today was probably my favorite game because the way that you guys were down and then you pulled together as a team and elevated and came back to win. You guys showed up big time in the second half. First I had a little bit of sleeping going on, I think. Yeah. But that second half, when you guys woke up and you were like, oh, we're in a game, you know, you guys really showed what a good group of girls you are, and how when you pull together as a team and you play together as a team. And there was one play, I think, Michaela, you came down and you passed it to Dominique, and then Dominique passed it to mine, and I was like, it was such a beautiful example of teamwork. Yeah. And that was, you know, you guys can take that and you can go and play with the next team you play with. And if you continue to work at that, continue to play, like they said, you guys are unstoppable. Yeah. Right. World domination. Okay.
All right, especially y'all see all kids.
All right. So, one last thing I just want to say is that it's been a pleasure coaching every one of you guys. Everyone, you know, sometimes we go our different ways for whatever reason. You know, we go to different schools, you get older, or, you know, I may not get you in the draft. You know, and for me it's difficult because I'll be upset. I come home like, he took my player. But, you know, it's always a joy coaching you guys. I will always remember this moment, you know, especially this last game, because it was just the best game of the year. And how hard you guys work. You guys truly, really work for it, and you deserve it. So, good job. All right? So, with that said, we're going to get on with the awards. So, what's the first one in the front? All right. So, all right, we go on to that one. This person came in, and it was interesting. It was. I didn't know what this person was going to be about and all that stuff. They came in and with this nice smile and all that stuff, and it was remarkable because they came. I didn't know, and then I found out. Oh, okay, fine. And we started running, and this person's in front, and the whole time lapping everybody. And I was like, oh yeah, this girl's going to be awesome. And so, but the other kids is like, can you slow down, please? You're making it look bad. And she's going and all that stuff, and I'm like, okay. So, but she got in the game. I guess the first game, scored the very first basket. You know, and from all the kids that I coached, this kid was his first time playing. So I haven't played before. And most of the kids that I get in and all that stuff, they don't really score until like probably third, fourth, maybe fifth game, you know, that stuff. But this kid was ambitious. She just wanted to get in there, wanted to play hard, and every week did something like, you know, that was just awesome. You know, just stepped up, especially when we had some injuries, when Maya was injured for weeks and all that stuff, stepped up, played some really big minutes, big rebounds, and scored and stuff like that. So more over and beyond what we expect from this kid. And that's why this person is the most improved. Give it up for London. You gotta go to coach first. Coach Jones.
Like you like it.
All right. One more picture.
One more picture.
Will you take a zoom in?
Got it? You gonna get a picture?
Everybody's a photography expert. Everybody's a photography expert.
All right, one more time. Give it up for London.
I just want to say real quick to London. London, I really like that at the end of the season, you get so mad because you wanted to be in the game. That is a coach. That's like the thing that we look for. We don't want people that are like, I don't want to go in, I don't want. But the fact that you would get mad when he was like, no, not yet, not yet. So you keep that up.
Yeah.
All right. So the next person that we have, I gotta admit, I was surprised at the level of play of this individual, because sometimes this individual, you know, you never know. The body language you don't know, because you know the body language is like, oh, she's a sweet little girl and all that stuff, but then she go out there, she's like a pit bull.
Whoa.
She's out there and she's like steals and all that stuff, and I'm like, who is this coach? And I'm like, this is crazy, you know. And this individual is tough as nails. I mean, I don't know. I looked at this and it was like crazy. But all around, you know, for all the girls that played, this is one of the most talented and balanced defensive teams that I had. So it was really hard to pick these awards because everyone did so well. But this individual was good at what she's done, because it doesn't matter if you hold on to the ball a lot, she would steal it, she would come and grab it and all that stuff, cause the jump ball. It didn't matter. This person was on it. Every game I could rely on this person at least have 3 or 4 turnovers. All right, so the player had the most steals of the year. Come on up here, Riley. Get ready. Are you surprised? Yes, you're the pit bull I'm talking about.
That's, yeah.
Paul is more like a Rockwell.
No, I've been doing. I haven't even been alive for 16 years.
I got that one.
Oh, sorry. Good job. Good job. Sleep.
I just have all that.
All right, so for this award, we had 2 people with this award. So this will be a co-award. All right, so this individual works really hard all the time on both sides of the ball. It doesn't matter what it is that we need. This person will try to get steal, will turn the ball over. It doesn't matter. Will play the biggest person, and you know, on the team, and hold on. And that's just who this kid is. This kid is a really good athlete. I was able to coach her twice already, and I'm seeing growth. And I don't have to worry about when she's in there because I know she's going to do well. All right, give it up for Cole, all-around player, athlete of the year, and that is Caitlin. The other co-athlete can't be here, and that was Dominique. Dominique is co-athlete of the year.
Caitlin. If you take more than 2. Do you want me to take 2?
All right, ready? Good job.
I'm sorry. That's enough for you.
That's about right there.
Caitlin, mom's leaving us.
All right, so this is another Cole award. This person right here, it was hard because this individual was our Bill Limbeer, our Dennis Rodman, our power. This person always set the tone. No matter what went down on the games, they set the tone. They came defensively and was the marker. It doesn't matter who was out there, played hard and all that stuff. And what's crazy, she never fouled out, did she? She got loose one game, but never fouled out. But she also would check a player and let them know that I'm here. You're not getting around me. So that presence was remarkable. She also was our rock roller, I called before, rock roller. So she did well with that. Our big dog. Come on up, Cora. She is our co-defensive player of the year. Co-defensive player of the year. The first one was, the second person is, what's her name? Destiny. Yeah. She also won with her. Those two were awesome.
And I want to say that there's really, since we had you last year, you've grown leaps and bounds.
Yes.
Such a joy. It's so much fun to watch you play defense.
Stay with it. Don't ever let anybody discourage you. All right. Give it up for Cora one more time. All right. So, this next award, this individual plays hard. He plays hard as an athlete. She really loves her team. She comes to work to play, and it hurt her not to be in there for a couple of games. She was sick. Not sick, but hurt, and ended up coming back and lifted the team up. And that lift was really good because it helped us with it helped us with the last game that we played, got us back on track, and also helped us this week because there was a difference when we didn't have a big person on the girl that we just played today. What is her name? Haven. I was calling her Caven or whatever. During the practice, Kaylee, whatever. But they knew what I was talking about.
That's what you're talking about? You should have called
in practice, I kept saying that because you know her and all that stuff. So, but this individual did a phenomenal job all year long, especially the first game. I know she set the tone the first game, and with those rebounds, and was all over the place. So and finished up the year really well. The best rebounder and the most blocked shots goes to Maya Jones.
Want your picture, man?
Oh, we got one more. We got one more, and want to take a picture before you guys leave.
Got it.
For the nail day.
Because she used to take my brother.
You got your picture?
Oh.
She's coming back. Got it? Okay. Good job, Ryan. All right. So our last award goes to, well, this athlete was outstanding every game. I had to say anything to her. Last week was like the best performance I ever coached or seen at all. She must have scored all the points. I mean, it was just take over. And she was just feeling it. And that's how it is in basketball. You defeat the monster, what they call it. And being a leader, showing the younger kids how it is, how it's supposed to be done, did an absolute great job with that. You know, a lot of kids, you know, there's some kids that, you know, you play with, and they don't handle the spotlight pretty well. You know, they brag about it, whatever, or don't act, you know, with that kind of personality where, you know, I'm inviting other people to play as well, but you know, it is what it is. So this girl right here, she's wonderful to be around. All the players like her, and you know, she's a magical player. Definitely looking forward to seeing her move on. Sad that I'm sad that she has to move on, but you know, let me coach her some more. But you know, I'll be watching. Definitely will be watching. The most valuable player this year, 2019, goes to Taylor.
Slides are coming. Slides.
That is the name, Clutch.
Get your picture. Get your picture.
You know I know you this. You don't know I know you this? Clutch. Clutch put in that person you put it to really these three-pointers that you pull out like nowhere and you shoot, you just shoot them and then run off like, yeah, I did that. So that's why I call you Clutch.
When you move on, you know that's your nickname, right?
If you're ever any place to be
Let ESPN